darling, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa Isabel. Today we are going to have a little house update, and also it's Sunday, so I need to reset my house because this looks quite messy indeed. I'm gonna show you. Do not judge me because it's been a long week and I need to reset the house because we are traveling, and God forbid I come back home to a complete messy house. Coming back home, I need to have cleanliness, smell, lemon, citrus, eucalyptus, every single corner of my house. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm doing it alone because Matthias went cycling. Poor man, he's going through it. So, and I prefer to clean alone because I like help, but then when people are helping, if they are not helping the way I imagine them helping, yeah, that's not nice. So let me show you my kitchen. This is where we started. I'm watching Lydia on the background, and then we have all the mess. Yeah. So I started already by organizing this. This will never look completely nice and clean. But I'm getting my life in order because my ginger bug, she is happy. I started yesterday, so it will take at least 4 days until I can make ginger beer from it. My kombucha has been fed. She's there, amazing, looking nice. And then we have breakfast stuff in the bottom. Just things that we cannot use yet because the weather is still not perfect for outdoorsy decoration. Messy. I'm trying to do ginger beer with kombucha, so I have 2 bottles fermenting, and we'll see. We will see if they're gonna work. And now, regarding the house, I have some updates because we had a Saturday full of construction, which in the biggest scheme of things, perfect, because that's what we need to do. But oh my God, I'm so tired. So let me show you what we did. We have really tough walls, keep in mind, and I am not a construction girly. Like, I know how to do a lot of things except construction. So because of that, Matthias is our main construction guy. I helped leveling the shelves, not drilling, but holding the ladder. So we put those 2 shelves. You can see here, we have this hole in here because the walls were so tough. The drill could not go inside, and therefore we were unable to drill a hole in there because we want to make shelves. The shelves that we want are, one's gonna be here, the other one's gonna be on the line of that hole, the other one there, and then a little bit on top. So 1 on each wall. They're gonna look nice. Then we hang the hand pan for Matthias, but we have second one. The second one, we had ordered a different type of hand pan holder. However, it does not work for our type of hand pan because we thought it was like universal size, but it's not, which is weird. I don't get it, but yeah. And then as you can see, here we still have a lot of plant vases that are inhabited. They have no plants on it, but that's because we're gonna spend around 10 days in Madrid, which makes it impossible for us to actually get plants, get them settled, etc. Because I want to be here to understand any signs of distress, cater to the plants, and we just thought it would be a bad idea to get new plants and then just leave for 2 weeks. Then they will die or they will not be as we wish for them to be. So that's pretty much it. But today we're gonna do some propagation because this baby, she's going through it, but she's also happy. So it's complicated. But I'm gonna propagate her, and that is today's plan. Clean up the house, take the recycling out, organize that shelf because We have so many books and they are still in packages. And organize a little bit the kitchen, propagate the plants, do laundry. I'm running a whole house. Mess. So that's pretty much it. Let's go. Stay cozy. I hope I can make a really nice lunch or dinner. I think maybe lunch. I'm gonna be lazy and just eat bread. But I hope I can make a really nice meal today. Because Matthias is cycling today and he will do 150 kilometers on the bike. So that man is insane. Yeah, I have my tea in here. This plant, she's absolutely thriving in the kitchen. It's a bonsai. She is thriving in the kitchen, which I love, but I'm like, okay. I was not expecting that. Let's get started. Oosh.
Where creative freedom meets solutions. My hunt for beautiful old books. Of course, I have fallen head over heels in love with this. It's like armoires. Oh. And I was like, I have to buy it. I have to, because Dalesford is the one place that I enjoy to do food. And the impact, I guess, because and sliced my leg.
So, to clean our induction stove, we have this particular sponge. And you might think, why do I need a different sponge to clean a stove? You actually need. You know, when we were in Berlin, in the last apartment, we also had an induction stove, and each little plate looked a mess. So we learned from our lesson, and now we really take care of this induction stove, making sure that nothing stays here for too long, and every time we cook, we clean it up. It might seem a little bit too much, but you know, we don't want to ruin the material and having to live with it. With that in our minds. So we try to really be a little bit more mindful with this induction stove and making sure that our things are being looked after and cherished. One thing that I don't like about this apartments is just the way they have set up the plugs. Oh my goodness, it makes no sense. That's why we needed to have a plug over there near the stove, just because it's truly a nonsense. And now I think this plug is completely stained. I think this plug is completely stained with tomato sauce. It's not coming out. It's nice to have a white kitchen, but can you keep up with the demand of a white kitchen? I challenge you to that. tired. I'm exhausted. This life is not for me. But look at my kitchen now. Don't mind the things that are on the counter. They need to dry. I cannot speed up time. So, but she has a clean kitchen now, which is a progress. Now it's time to do some propagation. Whew, my baby. I'm gonna need to bring you up, bring you down. Or do I do the propagation here? I think I might need to do it here because some of her leaves are just going everywhere, and I don't want to disturb her too much because I'm gonna need to do some snip. It's gonna be okay. You'll survive. She's strong. The propagation part is the easiest, you know. Hopefully. So I am gonna put them all in here, but beforehand I need to seal the ends just to make sure that the roots do not rotten. Okay, so I need to. You can use super glue. I don't have super glue, so I'm gonna use wax. Just a little bit on the ends, because that's what normally happens when you try to propagate something, and a lot of people complain that their roots kind of get rotten and then they are unable to propagate the plant. It's because your plant needs a little bit of a sealing in both ends. So I'm using a bit of wax, and it should be completely fine. Okay, so once the wax is dried, yep, I will then add them to my beautiful vase. I'm gonna remove this leaf because the leaf that's fine. So then here we are, just adding water. Unfortunately, with this vase, it's going to be a little bit more complicated for me to actually see how much the plant is growing. But on the first few weeks, I always like to add an opaque vase just due to the light. If I found that the transparent vases, my propagation was not so successful on the first month. So on the first month I always put them in an opaque vase, and afterwards I transfer them to a pretty crystal clear vase. So then she's gonna be here, and hopefully everything goes well. And that's all. Propagation is amazing because instead of keep buying plants, you can just multiply your plants, you know? I have propagated that plant so many times. She has given me so many other babies that I have offered to some of my friends for their birthdays or any celebration. So don't be alarmed about propagation. Like my snake plant. She was also propagated. We started with 2 and now we have all of this, which is actually amazing. And the other propagation is on the shelf. She's looking quite nice next to the calendar. So she's still a baby. She's just a baby. But yeah, that was a propagation that we started 6 months ago. It takes time, you know. Growing plants is never a fast, rewarding type of activity, but it's quite worth it. And since I feel like I want a pet, but because we don't have the infrastructures to have a pet yet, I keep getting new hobbies like my SCOBY. When we come back from Madrid, I will definitely start doing a sourdough starter. I have my ginger bag. Ugh. Crazy. I keep getting myself a lot of activities just so we don't get a puppy or a little kitty. I don't know. We will definitely adopt, of course. I'm hungry. Let's have lunch. I have some leftover curry with rice, so that's what I'm gonna have. And for you people that always say, Vanessa, you only have tofu, you only have mock meat, you only have processed foods. That's not true. I also eat other things. You just don't see it, but I do. So I'm gonna make myself a plate. That sounded a little bit like I was triggered. Maybe I am a bit, and maybe you are onto something as well. But don't call your friend out like that. Ooh, I guess this is too much rice for me. Half. And it's also too much rice for the sauce I have. I think that's more what I meant. Okay, for dessert, we have some cheesecake. This is some vegan cheesecake that I'm gonna have with some frozen strawberries. Yay! So delicious. This is nice. This was my Sunday. I hope you have a good week. Thank you for watching always. I adore you. Ciao, girly pop.